Yo, what's up, Virgo? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of February 2016. For the first 3 weeks of February, the sun is going to be in the sign of Aquarius. For you as a Virgo, Aquarius is the area that has to do with your work, everyday life, and health. So, with the sun being in this area for the first 3 weeks of February, these are the areas of your life that are the primary focus. In the fourth week of February, the sun shifts into Pisces. Pisces is the area of your life that has to do with your relationships. Pisces is the seventh house that has to do with your one-on-one relationships. So for the first 3 weeks of February, the sun will be in Aquarius. The primary theme for the first 3 weeks is the work, daily life, health, and then that fourth week it's going to shift more into a one-on-one relationship type focus for that last week of February. On February 3rd, Mars, the power planet, is in Scorpio. For you as a Virgo, Scorpio is your third house of communication, and it's actually making a positive aspect with Pluto, which is in Capricorn. Pluto is your fifth house of romance. So there's a positive connection here between Mars and Pluto on February 3rd and following February 3rd. Watch for this. But it appears there's something positive happening regarding communication and your romantic situation. So look out for that. And, wherever Mars goes, it really supercharges that area. So, maybe there's some kind of really passionate communication something that you're communicating very passionately to a love interest or a significant other. On February 8th, Mars, once again in Scorpio, your third house of communication, is actually making what could be considered a challenging angle for some. Other Virgos might experience more of a transformational angle to the new moon in Aquarius. So you have, Mars in the third house of communication, and if you look at it as transformational, it could be, it's making a transformational aspect with the new moon in Aquarius. The new moon is in the area of your work, your daily life, and your health. So how you communicate in these areas, how are you communicating in your work now? I mean, that may change on February 8th, and it may not happen right away, but, February 8th is the starting point. And, following that event, there may be changes in the way you communicate, about your work and the way you communicate in your everyday life. If you look at it from a more of a challenging perspective, and every Virgo is different, so everybody's situation is going to be different. If you look at it from a challenging perspective, you have challenging moments, challenging communications in your work and everyday life. On February 10th, it's Venus is in Capricorn. Venus is the planet of love. Capricorn is your fifth house of romance. So, you got love and love right there. You got Venus, the planet of love, in Capricorn, which is your fifth house and has to do with romance too. And it's making a positive angle to Jupiter, the planet of grand expansion and fortune. And that is in your first house of self. This suggests something very, very positive for your love life. So look out for that on February 10th. You have Venus, the planet of love, in the area that has to do with, your romantic situation. So it's like double romance right there. And then it's making this beautiful aspect with Jupiter, the planet of grand expansion and fortune, in your house of yourself. So that's a very, very positive aspect to look out for. On February 22nd, there's the full moon in Virgo. So that is your sign. The full moon is happening in your sign. And wherever the full moon goes, it shines its light down. So when it's in the first house of self, it's shining its light on you. You're in the spotlight. So maybe up until this full moon, maybe you weren't getting as much attention as you'd really like to be. Maybe you were kind of like on the side, but now you're going to be the center of attention. You're going to be in the spotlight. So definitely look out for that on the 22nd. You're going to take center stage, and it's going to be all about you. On February 24th, Mercury in Aquarius. Once again, Aquarius, your sixth house of work, everyday life, and health. Making a positive angle to Saturn in Sagittarius, which is your that area of home. That's your fourth house. Sagittarius is your area of home and family. So what this says, Mercury is the planet of communication. So you have communication in an area regarding your work, everyday life, and your health, and it's making positive angle to Saturn in the area that has to do with your home and family. Is there some kind of positive connection there with maybe like the way you're communicating about your work with someone, from your home or family life? But that's all I have for you now, Virgo. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe and like. But I'll see you guys next month. Thank you again for listening. Take care. Bye-bye.